Ram trucks built to serve.
Live from New York, it's the show that spent the break trying to make the Sixers a contender. How did you do, bro?
Well, I have a plan.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how to get to the plan. I have a destination.
Okay,
I don't know how to get there.
It's the second hour of First Things First. Today, J.J. Redick calls out the engagement farmers. Trying to farm for engagement. Meanwhile,
Odd term you use. I mean,
the Lakers, is there a chance they draft Bronny here in a few hours? We discuss. But right now, well, you're in luck. It's time for the most motivational segment in all of sports. It's the Bud List. It's also time where we take a little break out of the show and discuss some comments and concerns from the audience. I like to call it doing that.
yeah. Nick did a good job with it last week.
Did he? Yeah. Wasn't watching.
It was on in Italy. We were on in Italy, I think.
Big,
Could've been
of course,
watching.
big internationally.
Really?
Yeah,
You know
big.
how many times I got recognized?
Well, you?
Gee whiz. I had sunglasses on. Dear Wilds, I even have my gentleman's suit. Welcome back. We know you were at a wedding, but where were Nick and Brew? Cheers, Ryan and Brian. See, Ryan and Brian are always watching the show. So we'll start with you. What did you do on your vacation?
I wasn't vacation. I was
sorry, on the
working,
break.
'cause I always am.
Work.
I was in Vegas.
Yes.
Doing a little. There I was. Oh, there's
Little
Brew
move,
leading me
little
on.
move.
Oh, and good support.
I was there. Nick played well. Nick, I was proud of you.
Yeah,
Proud of
I
you.
did okay. I didn't do as well as I should have.
You look cool there, though.
Thanks,
yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
I
I
appreciate
was talking about Brew.
Oh,
Well, I had just come from the buffet, as you can see, my stomach. All right, number 3 on the Bud List, Nick, I know it's your friend, Daryl Morey.
Wow.
This is Brew's
President of basketball operations for the Sixers. This is supposed to be the summer, right? I mean, they've got 2 stars, one a legit superstar, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and nearly $60 million in cap space. That's great. But here's the problem. The free agent market is dry. All right, Paul George, he doesn't seem very interested in you. You don't seem very interested in him. LeBron, let's not waste our time. James Harden, been there, done that. Hated it.
Wow.
DeMar DeRozan.
Wow. That's a
It
30-year-old.
wasn't good.
I
It
like
wasn't
that,
good.
though. You brought that back.
Living color, yeah.
Yeah.
Living color. I don't even think Nick got that one.
That's a good one.
DeMar DeRozan. You want DeMar DeRozan? I mean,
Yeah.
does he fit? He
Yeah.
might, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the guy,
I like
Nick,
DeMar DeRozan.
the guy, DeMar might be the guy.
Yeah.
But it should be Jimmy Butler or bust at this point. Butler wants a contract extension. I think the Sixers would give it to him. I don't know how you make the trade happen. They only got 5 players under contract, and 2 of them, Maxey and Embiid, are off limits. But
Clay?
this is why
Not
you
Clay?
get the big. Well, he won't. He ain't Jimmy Butler at this point. So Daryl, this is why you get the big money. I do believe in you. You're a very good executive. Go out and get Jimmy Butler. All right, at number 2,
that.
Tua.
Okay.
All right. Now look, I know that I have the cold weather graphic record 0-6 that I use a lot. I know I have the 1-loss record versus playoff teams.
Yeah.
Those are in heavy rotation here.
I know.
On First Things First. But Tua, I do feel you. All right? You want the bag, and I don't blame you. And Miami doesn't want to give you the bag, and I don't blame them. All right? So you have a decision to make. And right, look, the market value reports are that they don't want to give you market value. That, Nick, 53, 55 million a year with Trevor Lawrence and Jared Goff's deals and stuff, and they don't want to give you that much. So you got a tough decision to make. Take, what they offering, 45 to 50, somewhere in that. Look, that's less than the market. However, you got great weapons. You got a great coach. You're in a great location.
It's warm in Miami.
It's right. It's warm, or we know you struggle in cold weather. So there's that. Or your other choice is go out this year and just ball out. Now they still can franchise him.
Yeah.
If he does that, they can franchise you. So it's a tough decision. I'm not completely against taking if it's between 45 and 50. You know, I mean, you're in a great situation. So, Tua, I do believe in you somewhat. I like you a lot. I hope it works out for you. All right, at number 1, the New York Knicks.
Wow.
All right, the New York Knicks. Now, look, I thought it was a great move. We all agreed. We love the move for Mikal Bridges, but you have gone all in. You have gone all in. You are S-Bob. Championship or bust, all right?
I don't mean to interrupt, but
It's transcended sports, Wiles. Okay. Everybody knows that.
I know, but you mean now.
Look, Bob just didn't catch on.
But now you're calling it championship or bust.
Well, but just so they know.
I didn't need to make it.
Just keep
Do I
cooking.
need
Ignore it.
I'm sorry.
This is the most. Now, Nick shot this down earlier, but this is the most hope since 2013 when you had the great
They had
Carmelo
no
Anthony
hope that
and
year.
Amari Stoudemire was there.
that's
He was
true.
hurt.
He
He
was
was kind
good.
of banged up. You got to the second round against a nice Pacers team. There was a little hope.
The best Miami Heat team of the whole Heatles generation existed that year. That team
chance,
didn't have
though.
hope.
Hope.
Punch
Just
chance.
hope.
No.
That's all I said was hope.
This team
okay?
is better.
Now, you gave up more first-round draft picks than teams gave up to get Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. 22 All-Star games between them, just zero from Mikal Bridges, all right? So you got to get it done, all right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And this trade will be worth it if you win the first championship in what would be 52 years. I don't care if it's 53, 54, 55. You got a few years, right? It doesn't have to be next season, but you must deliver a championship, period. Now, Knicks fans, I like sometimes just making fun of the Knicks because the fans here, I love them, but they're a little obnoxious. Sorry, Ramsey. But I like making fun of the Knicks. However, I do live in the greater New York area, and I actually believe in these Knicks.
I believe it.
So you got a chance. So there you go.
It's a great bud list. Can I just, before I give mine, can I make one little addendum to the Knicks point? Because you're right about the first-round picks. But the Knicks in the trade didn't give up any player of note. And the Suns gave up those picks and Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. The Cavs gave up Lauri Markkanen. You know what I mean? The Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's why I said picks.
No, I know. I'm not disagreeing with it. I don't think the Knicks paid the player price those other teams did. All right. I hate to always have to be the general sports media's ombudsman. But I am going to continue to be that when duty calls because I think the Kansas City Chiefs are breaking the NFL media's brain. So I'm putting the NFL media under duress. Before we get to the latest tweet, a little context. Like a month ago, my friends at Pro Football Talk and other places tried to make a story. Oh my God, the Chiefs might move to Kansas. And then they got out their, I guess, atlases and realized, oh wait, they're talking about moving 20 minutes west. Probably not a big deal to the fans. So that's not a story. Then today, I see this tweet from Florio. As Patrick Mahomes creeps towards 30, the question is becoming inevitable. How long will he play? He then, graph 2, Brew, explains to us how aging works. He's 28. He'll be 29 in September. And as he gets closer to 30, the questions about how long he'll play are inevitable. Are they? Really? Or are you the first person to actually consider this topic?
Has he given us any reason to think
Patrick
this is
Mahomes,
an
who
issue?
for the record is closer in age to rookie Bo Nix than he is to Russell Wilson, we are thinking, you know what? Clock's ticking, boys. Here's how my pal Mike closes the piece. We can add to it. Regardless, expect Mahomes to get plenty of questions about his long-term plans. Florio, I don't expect that. I gotta tell you right now, I don't think Patrick is gonna get a single question at a press conference this year of, hey, Pat,
I'll ask him.
retirement
Retirement
on the horizon.
Get him on the show. I'll ask him.
So here's
Florio, I got
what
you.
I think, Brew, has happened. I think it's one thing to win 2 Super Bowls in a row, but winning this last Super Bowl when so many folks wrote them off at various times in the year has made people gun shy on outright questioning them. So if you want to find a way to, it's like, hey, Andy Reid's a little old. Is he going to quit? Hey, Dallas
that was the
Mayor
first
sent out a tweet Are they going to move to Texas?
Yeah, Kelsey was going to quit too.
Hey, Travis Kelsey, he sure likes his girlfriend. Is he going to quit? Or Patrick Mahomes, who is 28